Hey everybody, this is Achilles from Suncord Audiolab Greece, and today in this tutorial we're going to talk about mid-side processing. MS or mid-side is another way of perceiving, decoding or encoding stereo sound. Instead of left and right, two channels again, one is called mid and the other one is called side. Stereo is a simple system. You have two channels of independent signals driven to two different outputs, left and right. Now, to encode mid, you need to sum left and right signals, and this is what we call a mono mixdown. All out-of-phase sound between left and right is reduced or cancelled. Side, on the other hand, is actually what makes stereo sound stereo. It is a subtraction between left and right and contains all out-of-phase and pant information. Anything placed exactly in the center of the stereo image is cancelled out. To decode mid-side, you need to output mid-channel in the center of a stereo output, but you need to route side channel independently to left and right and then reverse its phase on the right output. Because of the way gain is added through the matrix and pan low in your DAW, side channels should be reduced by 6 decibels to correct the decoding and reach the exact same stereo signal we started from. If you're a recording engineer and you don't know what mid-side recording is, you should better go check out some Bloom Lane techniques. In DSP world today we have tons of plugins and mastering software to cover any need. Wavelab can actually convert any plugin into stereo, left-right independent or mid-side processor. Its powerful rig also covers any need of equalizing, saturation or dynamic mid-side processing. Other well-known software manufacturers like Hoffa, Isotope or FabFilter plugins provide excellent mid-side processing abilities. In latest Cubase, you should definitely check out Frequency, which is a dynamic equalizer. Moreover, there's a free plugin out there called MSED. It's from Voxengo and stands for mid-side encoder decoder, I think. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Can help you out easily convert any stereo signal into mid-side processing paths. So let's get started. This is an easy one. So this is the stereo track we're going to work with. It's an already mastered version of a track we released a while ago with my band Varathron. And I think we should have a quick listen before we start working. Remember, our goal is to decode this stereo track into a mid-side track. First thing you want to do is duplicate it, a reference track, duplicate it twice, alright? Call this reference, and let's call this one mid. Alright? Duplicate again. And let's rename this one into side left. Let's mute this one, the reference track, and let's start working on our duplicates. First step is to create a mono down mix of this channel. Alright, there are two ways to do this. One is going up here, File, Export, and choosing the option of mono down mix right here. Then you have to re-import the track, but there's always another way. Control right click here, go to Process, Stereo Flip, choose the Merge option, and click Apply, New Version. That's it. Now let's listen. And this is how the track sounds in mono. Stereo. Nice. Now we should move on to the side left channel. First thing you should do is just reduce its level by 6 decibels, and this is important if we're looking for a precise decoding of the stereo track. Next step is subtracting right from left channel. This is the exact opposite of what we did before. We are not merging, we are subtracting. This means we're looking for their difference. Right click on the waveform while holding Control, choose Process, Stereo Flip again, and this time choose Subtract. That's easy. Apply, New Version. And now we can listen how this subtraction sounds. So we're almost there. Just one more thing we need to do. Duplicate track again and rename this one into side right. Alright, side right. Now don't forget, both of these tracks have to be reduced by 6 dBs. Okay, now we need to go again to side left and invert its phase. You can do that by opening the EQ panel, here it is, or you can again go to the process and choose phase inversion. Apply, new version. Now guys, if you zoom in, you can clearly see that one of the waveform here is going upwards and the other one go downwards. That's so simple, that's what phase inversion is. Let's listen. You're not getting any sound, and that's normal. Those two waveforms are opposite, so they're cancelling each other out, right? Let's move on. Final step is panning those two channels. Side left should be panned full left and side right should be panned full right. That's it. Yep, this horrible sounding thing is actually our goal, is the side channel. And remember, we subtracted left from right channel. We needed 2 copies of that. Panned full left and full right, and reversed phase of the left pan channel. Now, let's send side left and side right to a stereo bus and call it side. It should be a stereo bus, right? Side. Now we have control in only one channel. Let's also color it and do the same thing with mid, just for organization purposes. We should color it as well. Let's do it red and let's have a listen. The MS decoding sounds successful, but we should probably be sure of that and compare it to our reference. Alright, let's listen the reference first. And mid side. Superb, they sound the same. But now I have to prove to you that reference and mid-side decoding are exactly the same. How are we going to do that? Reversing phase. And it is proved. As soon as I clicked the phase reverse button, there is no sound. phase reversed again. Excellent. So let's organize more. We don't need reference. We can hide these channels here in the visibility menu. And voila, here's a mid channel and a side channel. Right? Hide it. Mid and side. And that's it. You have your custom mid-side processing system. And now we can do so many things easily. We can narrow our stereo image or widen it, or rebalance mid or side band instruments. You can now access the whole channel strip, their equalizers separately. You can compress them separately. I can now cut out this frequency zone only on the side. Or I can widen up presence and very high frequencies in the You can actually do any kind of processing any way you like. You can use any plugin in the mid or side channel. For example, I'm going to saturate here. Just play around. Just explore the possibilities. Imagine what you can do with parallel processing. Imagine what you can do with adding, for example, reverb only side or mid channel. Imagine how easier is to access the transients of the snare drum, for example, the way I do now here. Excellent. Now remember, the track I used was already mastered and I just used this as a reference. Use your imagination and explore the amazing possibilities of mid-side processing. I hope you learned something today, or hopefully you have a better understanding. See you soon and subscribe to my channel to support me. Cheers!